It's so difficult. I can't concentrate only. मुझसे कुछ concentration नहीं हो रहा है. एक तो ये pandemic अभी कम हो रहा है, लेकिन this party season, it's just a festive season of Christmas. You are in such a nice mood to enjoy rather than taking books and studying. I just don't enjoy to study. I just take any books and I feel, oh God, let me go out, let me
I
see
know.
movie.
I know exactly, and my family members are getting all invitations. New Year pe kya kar rahe ho? Christmas hai. Let's get together. Let's have lunch. Let's do something. And I am trying so hard to concentrate on studies, and everybody around me is all in, like you said, party mode. I just want to put my books aside. I just try to concentrate, and I want to put my efforts, but I'm not able to. And kabhi kabhi to there are no distractions also, but still I'm not able to focus, I'm not able to pay attention. I'm always constantly looking here, there, restless. I don't know what to do. It's so
Yeah, feeling
difficult,
very lazy.
isn't it? I know.
Absolutely, absolutely, I agree.
Huh.
But it's
Okay.
something we have to do.
I know. Okay, so students, you heard this conversation between Meeta ma'am and me. Now, I want you to put on the chat box, is this something that you go through regularly, alternate days, every day? Is this something that you go through? Yes or no? Just put it on your chat box. Let us see, is this situation very similar to what you are facing? Yes, no, are very good. Yes. Okay, only on weekends. I understand. All right, nice. Okay, so many of you all have written yes, only one no, I think. So that is great. So yes, I am assuming that those who are not writing also, maybe it's a yes. ऐसा होता है that when we are trying to sit and study, and or we are trying to do something very important, maybe some assignment, or we are studying for some viva or something. It could be just anything, and somewhere we are not able to pay attention. Okay, it could be for so many reasons. Now what I want you to do is, if you have a pen and paper or a book and paper, just write down. I'll give you 2 minutes. You don't need to write it here, it's only for you. That you take a pen and paper and you write down what are the reasons, or what are the obstacles you feel that come in the way when you're trying to really wanting to sit and study. Or you are scared, oh my god, exams pass are, I have to get great marks. Okay, I have these so many expectations. Okay, so whatever your reasons are because of which you're not able to sit and study, or you're not able to give your best, let's forget about anything else, you're not able to give your best efforts. Okay, you can have how many ever number of reasons, because that list is for you and for your eyes. So I'll give you around a couple of minutes, or maybe 1 minute. Just try down, because it's something that you're very familiar with. शायद से आपको कम time लगेगा लिखने में. Okay, so I'll give you a moment. Just take that moment, and then I will ask Meeta ma'am to start with her section. Okay, and then I'll meet you later. So we give you a minute for this, and then Meeta ma'am will start.
So, students, should we start? Yeah. I just wanted to know uh, that do you all also, right? All of you feel the similar kind of feelings the way I and Preeti ma'am were just talking about, and which is very true that at times we do feel like that, but only thing we have to be careful that it shouldn't be a habit. It shouldn't become a habit, and it shouldn't be a obstacle or something which is making us drifted from our goals. Since now we all are in 9 standard, I'm sure everybody must be thinking something that, अरे ये तो 9th है, ठीक है 10th में कर लेंगे मेहनत. I do agree to some extent, but such thought process makes us little more laid back and easygoing. So we need to be careful. We need to be careful with our thoughts about our own future goals and our current focus on work what we are supposed to do, right? So it is so important that being ninth standard, I'm sure that you students must be aware that quite a few portion of 10th standard is being covered in the ninth standard too. So it's a revision, and we need to understand that if our base, if our foundation is not strong for ninth and 10th, it's going to be tough later covering up your 10th board exams or syllabus, whatever timetable you'll need to make it, right? So what is hard work actually? Today's topic is very beautiful, and if we understand importance of hard work, ऐसा तो नहीं है कि आप लोग लेजी हो, आप लोग आइडल हो, or you are not hardworking. I'm sure we all are hardworking. If we tell that we are having a tournament in a football thing, then we will all cheer up and we'll start taking care of ourselves before the match. We will start eating, we'll take care that we don't get hurt, and we'll see that how can strategies and all planning will start, right? Similarly, even if we play some video game or something, we are all active, energized, and everything. Correct? So I have seen lots of students. We all just conveniently say that, oh no, I can't do this, I can't do that. It's not that. It's not that you all have learned football from day one. It's not that you all have learned video games from day one. But you cultivate that interest and get that curiosity to know how it is to be done, how it is to be operated. Or you will see some football matches with that how he strike the goal and everything, right? So this is what we need to cultivate the interest for ourselves, for our growth and our knowledge, so that that wisdom can be used in our future goals, right? So hard work is the most important key to success, students. You have to understand. Like an idle person can gain nothing. He can gain, like, if you think he can gain anything if they sit and just wait for a better opportunity. But you have to understand the person who is working hard is able to gain success and happiness in life. So it's very important that hard work with lot of things. It's not only alone hard work, but hard work with lot of perseverance, attitude, right attitude, fearless. You don't have to be constantly in doubts or having that fear, oh what will happen, or what I can whether I can do or not. Don't have that fear. So be fearless. Fearless approach is very important. Intellectual update. You should have a right intellectual knowledge, keep updating, and confidence. Very important. These are all the things that makes an that is a lot of extra thing that makes an ordinary person an extraordinary person. So we need to understand that along with hard work, all these values are also very important, and all these values will help you to combine with the punctuality. It's very important. If we are punctual, we will understand our ability to complete our task in so and so given period if it is completed in given set of time. So these all things, if we understand each and every value what I have said, and if we try to focus on that, I'm sure we are not far from our goals. So a dream does not become a reality through magic, correct? ऐसे ही कि मैंने सोचा, oh I need to just get 90%. But sitting and just idly or just doing some of 1 or 2 hours, just putting your head in the book, but not going anything here is not going to help you to achieve that, right? It's not so magic that it will happen. But yes, what shows that it needs a proper hard work, sweat, your determination, and punctuality, discipline, right kind of lifestyle, which will help you to achieve your goals. So, students, tell me one thing, like, do you all believe that I need to set certain goals for my future ninth and 10th current exams? Do you all believe in that or not? That I need to set certain targets, some targets to myself. Very good. Yes, everyone are writing yes, 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 ma'am. Excellent, excellent. Yes, it's so nice to know that you all are aware of this and that you are trying to set the targets. Now, just setting a target, it's not going to help, right? So setting a goals without any plans, it's just going to be wish. As I said, that bate you will not, you can't imagine that, oh, I'll get 90%, or I become some wealthy person, I should have loads of money. So we have to understand that this is not an overnight thing, like a magic that you will get the success in your goals. You need to, there is no such thing as an overnight success. You need to persevere and you need to do hard work. Now, what do you achieve by doing hard work? बोलते ना, why should I do hard work? What do you achieve? Can you tell me, when you do certain hard work for set goal or set task, some task, then what do you achieve when you achieve that target? Where, for example, you're working on your body, that I need to lose some weight, or I need to complete my science 2 chapters today. And when you complete it, how do you feel? So, what is that feeling? Can you tell me? Don't you feel that it's kind of something achievement, that what I had thought and that I have, yes, success and maybe very happy? Absolutely. We feel that succeed, we feel that achievement, right? And it gives the respect that we want. We try to think about ourselves to be very, very respectful. It gives you, it allows you to just try to be more positive, that yes, I can do it, I can do it, and I will do it. Positivity and motivation, it motivates you. Yeah, makes you makes your loved one happy. I'm sure if you achieve your targets, all your family members, they'll be very happy, right? There are better chances of good relationships in the home, that parents are happy, siblings are happy, they are getting good role model, that wow, my brother, my sister, they have done so well. So lots of things, when we do something hard work and when we achieve our targets, we feel very confident, we feel very succeedable, and that is what is making us motivated to do hard work. No doubt sometimes there are failures, which is again a stepping stone to success, because you all have made an effort. It's not that how you don't you have to success only always. Sometimes we do not get that kind of success, but that is what our each step going towards the success, and that is what we need to give our best. By knowing our capabilities, we have to set our goals and we have to work. Sometimes what happens, oh, my neighbor got this much and that's why I'm motivated, I also need to do. Don't make others actions or others target as your motivation or as your passion. Try to look into yourself and see that what I'm best at and what I can do best in my capability. So it's very important not to make others life kind of our kind of passion. We have to be individually look into ourselves and make ourselves much better version of oneself. Yeah. So I would only say that, as I said, a goal without a plan is just being a very, very basic. It's just a wish. So today we are going to discuss in short smart goals. We need to make some smart goals. Now, smart goals, there are ways how to manage it. Like S stands for specific. What do you mean by specific goals? Like sometimes we feel that, oh, I'm very weak in maths, how can I do it? Or for example, I want to lose some body weight and I'm feeling too lethargic, I'm feeling too heavy. So there are such goals we have to understand, but just making a generalized statement, oh, I'm so weak in maths and I need to do it. So what happens? It becomes a very basic, a very general target. But if we make it specific that today I am going to work and I'm going to make two worksheets of my maths completely doing the practice, and that is what specific goals in your life. Make your goals very specific, that I want to do today maths at least 100 sums, I want to solve it. And this is how will help you to complete, and will just take a look at it, like I want to be more kind of happier person if I see that 200 sums by or 100 sums by the end of the day I have achieved it. And that is very important. So don't keep your goals very vague. It has to be specific, it has to be very clear and well defined. So this is what you need to understand. Now what happens that in that goal, that if you try to be more specific, you like decide that today I want to do 100 psalms. You can be more specific that every Monday, Wednesday, Friday I'm going to do this worksheet and make it more better version of myself in this so-called mathematics or in science or whatever subjects is where you are finding difficulty. So be well defined and more specific. Next is measurable. Now, what is the meaning of measurable? Smart. S is specific, M is measurable. Tracking the progress of your goals is an important part of keeping you motivated. You need to continuously track that how progressive you are. Like today, if you have been very well defined and very well specific about your goals, you are going to do this so and so 100 sums. Now let me see whether I'm progressing. Like out of 100 sums, how many sums I have been able to do it correctly on myself without taking the help of anyone. So that is the way you need to make your progress of your every week. Try to keep a track so you will understand that where I'm getting stuck. And wherever you get stuck, you will re-evaluate and then you will start working. And this will help you to understand that basically I need to work on to small objectives. I'm not saying that you have to complete it at a go, so at a stretch. This will help you to divide your goals into smaller goals, and you will keep a track and you will achieve your set targets. So that is very important, how to be having your measurable goals. Third is how to be achievable. So when you are specific, when you are taking measurable goals, that you are being progressive or you're keeping a tracking, you have to understand that A stands for attainable. Whether make sure that it is possible to achieve the dreams you set for yourself. Very important. It is very important that whatever targets I have decided or whatever dreams I'm looking forward, whether it is achievable for me or not. For too many people, it what happens, we fall into the trap of setting impossible goals. Like, okay, I will do today science 5 chapters, which is at times we come into that thing, but we are not able to attain it. And when we are not able to attain it, it demotivates, it drains away our energy. So always fix the goals which, knowing our self and our capabilities, we have to set goals. So set goals which are attainable, which you can actually work for it, and then you can slowly increase and start working for a bigger things. But initially start with your attainable, whether you will able to. So instead of being impossible, your goal should be challenging, it should be achievable and not try to make you demotivated. So there is nothing wrong, like like we say that we have to work for ourselves. Our failures are at times there, but then my hard work, my capability for taking each and every small initiatives need to be careful, being more punctual, and that is how the whole lifestyle of your day-to-day routine will set in. You will prepare your mind that, yeah, because actually achieving the smart goals, we need to first mentally prepare our mind. We need to set our mind positive. As I told you in initial, that we need a positive approach, and that will help you to achieve. So fix your goals achievable, attainable. And I'm telling you, there are lots of examples. Like at times we feel that it will only not be able to attain. But if you try to be hardworking, if you try to see each and every possibility that you are able to do it, then I'm sure you will achieve your goals and you will do better in life. So next is R, relevant. Very, very important. Your plan should be relevant to direction, what you have decided, what you want in your life, and what you want in your career. It is so important that the all our plans has to be very, very relevant, and we can achieve it in our set timings. A common issue we face is we always have too many goals at the same time. We need to pursue so many, too many goals, and sometimes we pursue wrong goals. So unless your plan is relevant to your own plan, achieving it may not accomplish. But you have to understand that how you will try to work behind this thing. Like for example, I wanted to learn French. Now suppose I want to learn French because I love the way it sounds. I love the way. But however, I realized that language learning would be completely sometimes not very useful for me, and because I'm here and I may not need it. So what happens? I barely know that anyone speaks French, but only because it sounds very good, I want to learn it. Is it relevant for me for my career? So we need to decide that whether whatever I'm doing it today in my day-to-day routine, is it relevant? Like sometimes we are so defocused and we do a lot of things irrelevant, and then by the end of the day at night, we end up being very miserable, or we do feel regret that, oh god, today I've spent whole day doing nothing and I'm feeling so guilty. What happens? Do we learn something out of it? If we are learning out of it, we need to correct ourselves and then get back to the relevance part, that now today I'm going to only do things, activities relevant to my day to do career, and by the end of the day again I don't repeat the mistake of feeling miserable, right? So we need to understand that we need to make relevant goals. We need to ask ourselves whether we need to achieve our goal properly before getting committed to it. So that is very important. And last is very important, as I told you, time bound. Now time bound is, again I told you, punctuality. It shows, it indicates our ability, that whether how important we are giving to ourselves, to our activities, to our set goals, whether we want to achieve or not. So this is one of the most important factor. Your plan must have a deadline. Like if you have decided that by this end of December month, or by before this my final exams, I need to complete and do revision for at least minimum 2 times, then whether how sincerely I'm planning my day, how sincerely I'm making strategies to complete it. So this is very important. Time bound. You know, everything needs to be a time bound, and then only we can do it and achieve what we have decided. So these smart goals are very important in life. This is just not kind of a thought that it just, oh, let's, but if you plan your day, your routine, and then you understand that you need to put into the hard work and then work according to the commitment what you have decided. So lots of understanding and maturity is required to get into this kind of, and then you will get the fruit of what you have been sowing, and that is what you are going to achieve it. So hard work is so important. I'll give you some examples also if you listen. Like if you see the Milkha movie, I'm sure everybody knows about Milkha Singh. He was a great athlete runner, and how he achieved, how as a small childhood, and how was his childhood, and then he had many defeats and failures, but then his focus was very like at young age, instead of going out and partying or go, he it was not so much important for him, because he had decided his focus to that I need to become a Olympic winner, and that's what he has been achieved. So it's very important that how we set our goals and how we make strategies, and then we work out for our goals. Even there is one more example, if you about Arunima Sinha. I'm sure most of the students must not be aware, but she is the first female amputee to climb Mount Everest. She was a former football player and a volleyball player, and she lost her leg. And when she was traveling in the train, she was pushed off by the in the train, and uh, she lost her both legs, and it was very heartbreaking. But she, yeah, correct. So she came in KBC, true. So it is so important. She did not lose her hope, and she decided that instead of taking this as a setback or making her spirits totally go down, she challenged all the beliefs and all the no, and she took it up as a mountain climber. So, with her hard work, with her perseverance, with her right approach and attitude, I'm telling you, we all can also work hard and achieve our goals. Nothing is impossible. The word impossible also says, I am possible. So, only thing we need to understand that we need to just be firm, determined, and grit determination so that we can achieve our goals. So, try to understand. If there's another example, if you must have heard in Dr. Anand, if you have heard the story of the picture made on his story by Ritik Roshan, Super 30, where his goal was to go abroad, but because of some financial thing, his father could not send him abroad for a higher education. But that did not kill his spirit. He took up this goal of that I need to be successful, and what passion I have, I will keep it alive no matter what it happens. Yes, Sandeep Singh in hockey. Yeah, many such inspirational. If you really read about it, we get a lot of inspiration and motivation to achieve what we can do through the hard work. If you see, their lifestyle is very important. A particular lifestyle will help you to get committed and to achieve the goals what you want in life. So as I was talking about Super 30, and then he decided to open up his own class and spread the knowledge what he has, what the wisdom he has. And he tried to, when he was very upset when he saw that a lot of students were rejected to take in for IIT because they were not financially or they were not very clever according to them. But he took up the challenge and he took 30 such students, and he really worked hard day and night with the students, working day and night hard, and they achieved getting into IIT faculty. So it is so important that each seed what we sow in our mind has to be very positive, and then that with that our hard work, knowing that my focus is this, without getting distracted with the worldly things, whether it is pandemic or whether it is a festive season, we need to keep balance. We need to keep balance of both. Do hard work and do other leisurely time for your time also. But at the same time, always back of your mind, that should be that focus should be always awakening, that it reminds you that, yeah, be the master of your fate. You are the master of your fate and you have to write your fate. So you have to understand that what all steps today I will take, it will help me to become a better version of tomorrow. Yeah, students. So all the best for your ninth and current ninth and 10th board exam. I'm sure you will all do good after listening to this workshop. I'm sure you all are going to make certain strategies, certain plans, and then work according to your goals. Yeah, thank you so much. We'll get back to you later for your doubts. Over to Preeti ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Meeta ma'am. So Meeta ma'am has told so much and explained all about what is hard work and what are the techniques and tips that you can use whenever you're stuck anywhere. So I just want you to go back to the list. If you've made the list, I won't know obviously. So if you have made the list, go through the reasons that you stated. If you feel after listening to Meeta ma'am something else just clicked and you feel okay, hey, this reason is also there, you can add it to the list. Now there is a reason why I'm asking you to make this list. It's not just so that you look at it and then you keep it aside. We're going to do a small short activity with eyes closed. Okay, I know usually when people say eyes closed means you need to sleep, but in this section we're not going to sleep. We are going to take these reasons and we are going to release them in a very different way. Okay, this is something which is this kind of a technique is now worldwide. People use it anytime they're stressed, anytime they feel they're stuck in situations and they consciously they feel I can't do anything, I don't know, I feel helpless. Whenever you feel stuck in such situations, this is one of the techniques that you can use, and you can use it across. Now it's not just for studies, anytime, for anything, any kind of feelings that you experience. Okay, so just go through your list, try and keep them in your mind, because once you close your eyes I will request you not to open them, because then your concentration will get disturbed, you will get distracted, which I don't want. Keep your like you've all been very sweet, you'll have kept your audios on mute, continue to do so. Okay, so just take a look at your list, and then I will request you all to close your eyes. If you have anyone is wearing specs, please keep the specs aside. If you're wearing a wristwatch, keep it aside. We don't want any kind of a tightness around these important points. Okay, close your eyes. Just try it once. You may think, "Arey, kya hai? I don't feel like, kya boring hai." I understand absolutely, but try it once. If it helps, great. If it doesn't help, you know that this doesn't help you, right? Because you're not used to it. But try it once, and then you'll know how much it can be, a possibility to help you in the future. So close your eyes and just listen to my instructions, and whatever instructions I give, pay attention and believe that it's actually happening. Actually visualize whatever I ask you to visualize. It's very important. Now with your eyes closed, imagine that you are sitting wherever you sit to study. You're sitting maybe wherever you sit to study, whether it's a chair, whether it's on a you know on a mat, wherever you sit. With your eyes closed, imagine that you are sitting there. And now when you're trying to study, the reasons that you have listed slowly start coming up. It could be anything. It could be one reason, two reasons, three reasons. They could be obstacles, whatever. Now think about them in your mind. Now imagine that you're holding the same number of balloons in your hand as the number of reasons that you have in your list. So if you have 5 reasons, you have 5 balloons in your hand. And each of the balloon has a thread. Okay? and the thread is being held in your hand. So you're holding on to the balloons via the thread. Now imagine that each of these balloons has the reason listed. So say for example, if your reason is overthinking, okay? So one of the reasons is overthinking. So feel that the word overthinking is written on the balloon. That way the second balloon will have the second reason written on it. Then the third will have the third, and so on and so forth. It could be any colored balloon, but imagine it, it's beautiful. They're all being held with your hand by the thread. And each balloon has this reason written. And now you feel that you've had enough of all these obstacles. You really want to give your best. You really want to put in your best efforts. And you are ready to let go of all these reasons that come in your way of giving your best. So when I count to the count of 3, at 3, you will release all those balloons up into the air. And when you see them being released, you know that they're being released from you also. They're going out of your system also. So the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, slowly let go of the balloons. And the balloons are slowly moving up into the air. They're going far away from your sight. And you let go of all those reasons, of all those obstacles, so that they're no more in your way. Slowly you feel that every reason which was acting like a burden has now been released from you. You feel light. You start feeling happier. You start feeling a little more peaceful. Just like you see these balloons flying away, you start feeling that you also feel liberated. You also feel free. Now slowly just bring back your focus to yourself. Feel the body, feel your mind. Slowly open your eyes. Come back. Open your eyes. So how do you feel after this? After this small exercise, after this small technique that we tried, did it help? Even if not, I won't ask you whether it helped you 100%. Did it help you even 1%? Did you feel lighter even a little? Do write in your chat box. And if there were difficulties, you can write that also. Okay, so that we get an idea as to if there is anything that you faced, or is there any kind of experience that you had. Yes, okay, so you felt good. Did it help? Very nice, that's good. So that's nice. Okay, so do this. Every time you're stuck, every time you feel, oh, this is getting too difficult, I can't concentrate, uh, I'm not able to focus, I'm finding this subject difficult, I'm whatever your reasons, you can have how many ever reasons. As per the reasons, you can have so many balloons. Okay, you can even do it in parts. So say if you have 10 reasons and you can't remember all 10 reasons, you divide this technique into two. So you do the first technique for 10 minutes, wherein you're only thinking of 5 reasons with 5 balloons. Then you take a 5 minute, 7 minute break. Then you think of the other 5 reasons. Okay. So you don't have to think, oh, I have to think of all the 10 reasons. What if I forget? Don't worry. You take 5 at a time, or you take 3 at a time, or you take the most, the most disturbing reasons. The reasons that trouble you the most. You work with only those. You can do it however you want. What really matters is that helps you. We want this technique to help you. Okay, so don't worry about it. See that you are in a calm space. If you are able to do it in a calm space. Okay, so all the best. We are now open for questions. If you have any questions, any doubts you want to ask us, Meeta ma'am and I are here. If we can answer you, we'll be very, very happy. So any questions on your behalf from your side? No questions. You can even privately ask on chat to Meeta ma'am or to me. If you're feeling conscious about everyone reading your question, we will not tell your name. You can just put it on personal private chat. There's an option there from everyone. You can go to either Meeta ma'am or my name. Or you can unmute yourself also and ask a question. No problem. Whatever is comfortable. Okay, no doubt. All right. Anushka ma'am, we can see, has put a Google link over there. Okay, it's a feedback form link. We request you to please fill this form. It's very important to us because we understand how the session has helped you and what are the other sessions that you would want us to conduct for you in the future. So please do see to it that you fill the form and then you can leave the session, the Zoom session. Yeah, thank you so much. We're very grateful that you were present here and you heard us out. Please do fill in the feedback form. Take care. All the very best to each one of you. Take care.
There's one question, how to stop overthinking. Preeti ma'am, if you can answer, if you would like to.
Okay, so overthinking. Now, what is very important, we need to understand what is this overthinking about. Okay, so overthinking could be, obviously, it will not be about studies, it may be about mostly other people. Okay, other people in the sense, उसने मुझसे ऐसे कुछ बोला या मैंने कुछ बोला या मम्मी ने डांटा या किसी और ने डांटा या कुछ कोई मतभेद हुआ, something went wrong. Why do we overthink? We overthink when we feel something is going wrong, has gone wrong, or may go wrong. Okay, always, it is always that we are either thinking about the past or the future. Present ke bare mein hardly we think. And when we think about the past or the future, it involves not just us, it involves people or situations around us. So maybe something has happened in the past, maybe with your friends or parents, or something you're thinking about the future, what will happen about exams, what if I don't get the right marks. Okay, all that comes in the mind. That is when overthinking happens. We need to remember that when we are overthinking, we are not allowing ourselves to be in the present. We are not allowing ourselves to do what we are supposed to do. Say, for example, if you're thinking about the future, exams are रहे, पढ़ाई नहीं हो रही है, you know for a fact that if you don't study now, if you don't pay attention to your present moment, obviously you'll not be able to do well in your exams. But instead, what do? We think about the future and we don't pay attention to what we are supposed to do right now. Or you think about your past. Now your past you can't change. Can any one of us go back in the past? No, unless we have made a time machine, which I am not aware whether any of us have made it. Okay, so we can't go back to our past. We can't go back and change things. We may think, oh, kash maine aise kiya hota, kash usne aise kiya hota. It doesn't work. The kash remains to kash. It does not actually become reality. It's stuck there. That's it. That's all you can do. You cannot, when you know that you cannot do anything about the past or the future, you have to make yourself realize that all you can do is about your present. So in this present moment, what do I choose to do? Do I choose to spend my time thinking about what I cannot do or control about, or would I want to choose, or making a decision that I work on what I can right now? And what can you work on? You can work on your health, you can work on your education, you can work on keeping yourself happy. These are the things you can work on. Can you work on other people giving you the reactions you want? No. Can you work on your future becoming excellent? Not right now. Not if you're overthinking, not if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. Right? It's very difficult. But believe me, at the age that you all are, if you start today, you will go a long way in life. Okay, many of us are not told all these things because we don't think it's important. We think marks are more important. But if we are told these things at the right age, right time, you may feel, oh my God, I'm already in the 9th standard. How will I do all this? Believe me, you're at the right age to learn about this and to start practicing. Okay, I hope this has answered your question. If there are more questions, you can ask or you can email us at westlark@gmail.com and we will be very happy to help you. Okay.
Also, I would just like to add, Pritiman, that over the first acknowledge that you are thinking too much about one particular thing, overthinking again and again, it's going to drain away your energy and you stop believing in yourself. So, what happens? It just makes you stagnate. It stagnates your growth. So acknowledge that I'm getting into this habit of overthinking and it's not going to take me anywhere. It's not going to give me any growth. So what happens that you need to keep believing in yourself. Even though घर पे सबने छोड़ दिया हो, everyone must be stop believing in you, but you don't stop believing in yourself. The thing is that you keep believing in yourself and then you will be asking for the growth. And what happens that overthinking will always take you towards the life stagnation. It will not take you towards the growth. So acknowledge is very important that what am I doing? What am I supposed, like Preeti ma'am said, what is your current? Live in the moment, live in the present and not in the past and in the future. So acknowledge that in what kind of pattern, in what kind of thought process you are getting. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, we have a question here. What if you are so much distracted by a thing, we try to forget it, but it comes in mind after some time? Okay, if this is something which is constantly coming, these are some one or two techniques that I have tried. Just try it out. It's different for different people. It may seem silly, but believe me, don't see it as silly, uh, because it has helped me. So I hope it helps you. It has helped many of my other students and clients. So when you start overthinking, do a technique called as so say for example you're sitting to study and there is a thought coming constantly, you're trying to forget it, again it comes. So you keep telling yourself cancel, clear, delete, cancel, clear, delete, cancel, clear, delete. So what happens is you are telling your brain, or rather you are instructing your brain or instructing your thoughts that right now no, cancel, clear, delete. So technically what you do on the computer is what you do to yourself. Okay, that is one thing. Second thing, imagine. Okay, please don't actually do it. Imagine that in your hand you're having a pair of scissors. So please don't actually have a pair of scissors. You're imagining it. You're imagining a pair of scissors in your hand, and you feel that the thoughts are like threads, okay, trying to come inside you. And with your imaginary scissors, you're cutting those imaginary threads of thoughts. Okay, please pay attention to the word imaginary, otherwise you may cut off your hair. I don't want you to do that. Okay, so you're taking your imaginary scissors and you're cutting off those imaginary threads of thoughts. That helps too. And actually feel that they're getting cut. Okay, so you have to believe these techniques don't work unless you believe. You have to believe, and you have to know that, like when you are having medicine, okay, if you're falling sick and you're having a medicine, you believe, हाँ मैंने क्रोसिन खा लिया ना मैं ठीक हो जाऊंगा या ठीक हो जाऊंगी. That's exactly this process. You believe, yeah, I'll do this now, I know I'm going to get better. Okay, that's the small tip, small technique that will help you. I hope that helps.